Hi, welcome to day 2 of the North Texas Yarn Crawl. Today is Sunday, so we have a shorter time period to be able to crawl. As you see, I have a co-pilot Sam with me today, and we are ready to hit the road. I have 3 shops I'm wanting to go to today: Lone Star, Knit Dallas, and Uta Yarn. And it's a beautiful day. It gets up to maybe 70 degrees today, and so I'm able to still wear fiber. I've got the Flutterbutt shirt by Jessie Maed on, and the edge scarf by Foxbane Fibers. And Foxbane Kristen is having a trunk show the last day of the crawl, so we'll see her then on the lamb. So let's get crawling. Welcome to Lone Star Yarn in Bedford, Texas, where Chris is the owner. Join me inside. As we look over to the left, you'll find all the animal-based fibers. Over to the right are going to be plant-based and acrylic. And then in the middle is the trunk show. This is the Prismarine shawl by Elena Apasova, and it really caught my eye. Now, right now, Chris has pre-order program going on where you can save on shipping and get a 10% discount if you are local. Just check with her each month on which dyer she is working with. She also carries local crafters items that are sold here. And one of her main yarns inside the shop, besides Universal Yarns, and look at this. Isn't that a gorgeous textured cowl? But she has the Texas Fiber Company, which is out of Weatherford, Texas, which is where the cabin I stay in is located. It's 100% Texas-grown fibers, and she's added some new bases and blends that she has not had in previous years. I think this has some Rambouillet in it, and mohair and alpaca. That was so soft. As well as superwash, sock yarns. Let's see. Now that one's 100% merino superwash. But I think the next one I grabbed was, yes, 25% nylon, 75% superwash merino base. And she's got some amazing colors as well as some undyed wool alpaca blend. Isn't that gorgeous? All those natural colors. There are kits available. Belting wool. And this is one of Universal's Fibra Natura, which is Kingston's wool. It's wool, alpaca, and viscose blend. Comes in a 50-gram skein. She also has all different handmade bags. And there's even a wall over to the side of needles. She also carries Malabrigo. In several different weights. And lots of handmade bags, as I said. And of course, the bee caught my eye. It's always fun to read some of these, though. This is Purple Lamb Fiber Arts. Carla has been dyeing yarn since 2011, and she wants yarn to all be next to skin soft. She ships within the United States for $5 and to Canada at a calculated rate. She also has Advent Calendar pre-order still open, club subscription, and is located in North Texas. Now, the trunk show this day was Louisiana Yarn Guys out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Mostly they do dyed to order and events, but I think Carla usually carries them here most of the year, if not all year. And they really brought the yarn. You probably are seeing as much here as we will see when it comes to DFW Fiber Fest, when we'll see them again, I'm sure. Some of the yarns are one-offs that are left over, but others, there are some that have sweater quantities. And as you can see, I'm really getting into the blues here. Yep, definitely into the blues. Or maybe some bright colors. You just never know. And that one is a 2024 DFW Fiberfest color. And I'm sure once it's gone, it's gone. Now this is a Halloween. I think it's All Hallows Eve. And I mean, wouldn't that be so much fun with all that silver glitter to come up with something for Halloween? Oh. This is the virus shawl. I just have not been able to get into that virus pattern. I've got a baby blanket I'm working on, but this is yarn for the masses. And we're going to look at her yarns in just a moment. It is hand-dyed acrylic. And this is what I also made my aunt's chicken out of. And there's her chicken. Alyssa just is out of Colorado, and she wants everybody to be able to use hand-dyed yarns, even if you are sensitive or if you're to other products or animal fibers, or you just need something that's easy to wash. She started doing this when she had a little one and wanted to be able to just throw everything in the washing machine. And do you recognize Grumpy Sunshine here? Mine turned into a chicken and is now living in North Carolina. And I'm betting we'll see her again at Fiberfest the end of August. Now this little thing is Ricoriumi. It's a mini skein cotton yarn out of Germany, and it's specialized for amigurumi. And then here is LaRue, which is Kathleen. She specializes in plant fibers that are hand-dyed for the warmer environments and warmer weather. All vegan except for the linen silk blend. And she has so many colors going here. Now, what's a yarn crawl without a little bit of traffic as we head into Dallas? We're arriving at Knit Dallas. Meredith opened this shop up in 2022 and specializes in woolly wools. And it was busy in there that day. Now she has John Arbon. And I love finding John Arbon in different places, and she has several different bases. I mean, there's just too many to mention. And Knit Dallas ships within the United States. So if you see something here, go to her website or give them a call to find out options if you're in the United States. If you're outside the United States, you have more options for being able to find John Arbon. Now, Manos del Uruguay is a fair trade nonprofit founded in 1968 and collaborated with top luxury brands like Stella McCartney and Polo Ralph Lauren. They're famous for handcrafted garments as well as yarn, and supports families without leaving home or villages. And look at all these colors. I had to look up Bao Bao and look at all these gorgeous colors and kits. Bao Bao, depending on what's put around it, can mean baby baby, which I'm assuming is what this is. And aren't those colors just gorgeous? Lamana is a German, Peruvian, and Italian premium yarn from selected owners and managed wool spinning mills. Cedarbrook Farm out of Maryland. I love these mill ends. They're an educational farm focusing on BFL, Teeswater, and Shetland sheep. And look at how the pressed flowers shows up in this. I need to do a pressed flowers. Do you think we need to do a pressed flowers make-along? Is anybody interested in that? Let me know in comments down below. That might be something we can do this year. And buttons and more buttons. How is it I can never find the cutest buttons when I need them? Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Ah. It's done with Wanderluck yarns, and we're going to see her trunk show in just a few minutes. Okay, this is Mayak, the Tibetan fibers. And here we are with the Ira cardigan again, this time with Moondrake Stardust. This pattern may have spoken to me. I've seen it 2 days in a row. And that pattern may be in my future. There's some plaid, and there's the plaid wall. It's spun in New Hampshire, hand-dyed in Baltimore. Carita Collins from Neighborhood Fiber Co. and Ann Weaver from Weaver Knits conceived together North Avenue. It was their first yarn, 100% non-superwash wool, 2-ply woolen spun. Take a look through this shop. Don't you just want to delve in with me? Here's Victoria with Wanderluck Fibers. I bought her yarn for the first time, I'm not sure how many years ago, but it was quite a few years ago. It's Texas-based, small batch, hand-dyed yarn inspired by adventure and nature. And her blue and white colorway here, I made a shawl out of. And she said that this is one of her original colorways, and she's just brought it back. That Moonlight Sonata. And there's what I made with it. You can find her online. She has a website and does go to some shows. I may have come back to this table a few times on this particular day. You'll have to see at my reveal if I purchased anything here. And look at how those minis go together. Oh. And this was the cutest thing. You never know what you're going to find around what corner, including an Embroidery Your World sampler. Okay, so Retrosaria is a native Portuguese sheep breed wool, non-superwash. And in 2025, they transformed over 20 tons of native wool into yarn. Camilla Fiber is out of Nashville, Tennessee. And look at those pinks. Ah. And now we are getting into Farmer's Daughters. which is out of Montana, dedicated to empowering Indigenous women. They have a brick and mortar shop in Great Falls, Montana, if you ever get there. And there is quite a large collection of Farmer's Daughter yarns in this shop here that Meredith has brought in. And gotta love the names. Don't you need that particular color or particular yarn in your stash just so that you can say, oh dang, from time to time? BioBalance is a Kelborn Woolens yarn that we talked about at Denton Yarn Works. It's wool and cotton blend. And look at all those colors. And this is Garthenor, which is a Polworth, Ramney, and Hebridean blend. 2003 became a company, the first ever company in the world to produce fully certified organic woolen yarn. They even helped the Soil Association write the first ever organic standards for woolen yarns. The mill is in Wales, and it's a worsted. And they plant a tree for each skein purchase. Now I guess I should catch up with you guys because you're over here on the Moondrake wall, which is out of Oklahoma City, where they have a showroom. And this wall had already been picked over. There were some of these colors that were completely gone. Look at those up there. Ah. There's some sweaters that have gotten made. And of course, got all these new babies coming into the family, so this caught my eye. Isn't that the cutest? She also had a trunk show for redesigned bags, which is out of Denmark. She may have had a few of them. Look along the top of there. She also carries Knitting for Olive out of Denmark, which is 100% cruelty-free silk. This is a 100% silk yarn here. They use only broken cocoons after the moth has left. Here's the silk. The other may have been silk or may not. Okay, now we have driven many, many miles to get down to Waxahachie and Uta Yarn, where we have the mother-daughter team of Trudy and Lee. And look at that blue bonnet inspired yarn. There's Lee. Hi. They're always so friendly, and this is a shop that I love stopping in on the way down to visit the parents. It's a perfect break in the day. And Bill and I'll meet up here sometimes too. There's always something new with their sundries area. They also have cotton yarns. I don't remember where these notes came from. Here we go. That's Sammy XL. That is a cotton yarn, and they even have Aran and worsted yarns here that are cotton. Usually you don't see that thick of a cotton yarn in most places. Now Trudy is a knit designer, and I'll have a link down below to her Ravelry page, or you can go to their site, their website for this store. They started out as yarn dyers, so they go to multiple shows within the year. So if you're going to be in the area, always check and see what their schedule is to see if they will actually be open or if they will be gone to show. And there's even gift things here for you to be able to purchase for someone else. Now this is the start of some of their hand-dyed yarns here. Look at these amazing colors. And I loved these bones. Fiber of Life donates part of what they make to different projects, and for the dog bones and cat treats, an animal treatment center. Some of that may have gone to a niece and nephew puppy. And the biggest selection of dryer balls. Wally Turns is Paul Oriaga. Sorry if I said that wrong. You can find him on Instagram under Wally Turns. He says that wood turning enables him to expose and empower the beauty of our once giant green friends and give them the opportunity to be enjoyed again. I love that. And I love his work. It's beautiful. I wasn't expecting to find this here. Dan Doe. Yumiko Alexander, I got to meet her a couple of years ago at the North Texas or DFW Fiber Fest. And hers is a cotton, linen, and silk yarn. Her designs are flattering on most body shapes, and she doesn't do shaping. It's her signature approach so that everything will fit pretty much everybody. And here's the Pacelet Valley Fiber Co., founded by Cindy Walker. It's based outside of Tryon, North Carolina. It's 100% U.S. grown and processed organic cotton yarn. She says she produces yarn with Texas roots, Carolina spin, and a Georgia twist. Then you have Debbie Alexander glass beads here. Now, Yuta yarn is home to the Swirl or the Super Swirl, and this is where they are created. The Swirl is fingering 5-color mini set, all put together with 435 yards total. Super Swirl is DK 5-color set totaling 580 to 600 yards. And up here in the loft, you can make your own swirl. Or we'll see some of their swirls in a moment. I love the American Cormo, which is from the Cormo sheep. It's a cross between Merino and Corriedale. It's next to skin softness with elasticity, bounce, and durability from a long staple sheep braids. And this is some of their yarns. These blacks and dark colors have so much depth to them. And here is Budding Vine. That was the Budding Vines cardigan, by the way, which is one of Trudy's, the shop owner's, designs. This is Wool Dreamers down here out of Spain. Go to their website. As you look through all the rest of this, you need to go to Wool Dreamers website. And this color here, I could not believe the depth to this color. Oh. Okay, as you look through this, I'm going to talk about Wool Dreamers some more because we're going to see some more of their yarn in just a moment. As I said, they're out of Spain. They've got some great information. That's Wool Dreamers over there. It's one of Bill's favorite yarns. They're Moda. And their website will take you through their craft and process to get the wool from the sheep to your hands. It was just an amazing story of the way they talk about their family. And I think their family, they can trace it back working with sheep and with yarns and fiber back into the 1920s. Oh, you never know when you're going to find some more of the Yuta yarn. There's their BFL. I'm telling you, you need to go look at some of Trudy's designs. She's got some great ones. Now this is the Trunk Show Dimensions Raku fired buttons and pins. It's a technique for dynamic ceramic that originated in 16th century Japan and was westernized in the 1960s. Now, if you're wanting some of Dana's buttons, you're going to have to really look for them because I can't find a website for her. You have to find them in shops. And here we are back at the Swirl. This is the Super Swirl, so this is the 5 color sets of DK. They have sets that they've already put together, and they have patterns to go with these sets. But, like I said, if you're there in the shop, you can pick your own colors. Oh, I always enjoy what they do with blues. They've just started doing these sport yarn, I believe. That's something new to them. Go to their website if you're in the United States and see if they happen to be at a show coming up near you. This is the original Swirl with stellina. Some of them do not have stellina, so 435 yards. And those are each individual minis. These carpet bags were so cool, out of my price range. But they are really cool. And I'm trying to show you this full wall of their hand-dyed yarns. It's just so difficult to show you and get you to grasp all of this color and how exciting it is to see all of this. Well, I hope you enjoyed day 2 of the yarn crawl. And I will see you again for day 3 with the yarn crawl bus coming soon. Thanks for watching.